Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Command & Conquer 0, our 1.6 community patch, and we have a fantastic matchup today.
That we do. This is, of course, for our 1.6 number 2 World Championship. This is the semi-final, I believe, between Hawky as our blue GLA Stealth.
And Squaak as the red USA Air Force General. Some of you may not know who Squaak is. Squaak is regarded, at least to my understanding, as the best USA player in CCG, so vanilla generals and not 0 hour. So he doesn't really play 0 hour at all. Probably because he thinks that 1.4 is terrible and broken. I can only imagine why he would think that.
No idea.
And so with the 1.6 patch, it opens up a lot of CCG players that have just not wanted to get into 0 hour, but since the 1.6 offers better balance and whatnot, they've wanted to play. So for example, Murder and Crew, like they're players from CCG that have shown interest in 1.6 because it's similar to CCG, but yeah.
And yeah, it's nice to see that he's actually going with a general. He's going for the Air Force General, not just playing something vanilla. There is, of course, the drone overhead, but nice and revealed, getting taken out by the RPG troops. And there's also a terrorist from Hawky down the bottom, sneaking into the base of Squaak. Squaak will probably have seen it by now. We'll have to see if he tries to deny it with a V. He's probably going on a bit of a dozer hunt there, but we'll see. Whoa, hang on, what? What? Why? What? Combat shooters?
There we go.
Here we go.
I saw
That's what I'm talking about.
The 2 barracks and no warfield. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
That's going to be very deadly, but he's got to keep in mind that he's going to get scouted pretty easily. Hawky has vision of pretty much everything. That technical is actually moving in with a handful of terrorists.
Assuming terrorists, yeah, as well. It looks like the Hawky standard play going for the power, going to destroy that, which is very, very nice. But I mean, we'll see how this goes. No rangers in there per se, but double combat Chinook. Wow.
That's 2 of them. That is more than 1 indeed. There's also a ranger in there just to make sure he can take out those terrorists. But yeah, but now Hawky knows that there is a lot of combat Chinooks. He's obviously going to get some quads.
So he's going to have to ball them out super quick.
Can he get enough? And he can't see them. Actually, that is a wall. Squaak, you're a baller, dropping a dozer, and here come these combat Chinooks. He's going to melt his way through those quads, but actually,
RPGs there.
The RPGs were focusing the RPGs on the ground. He's going to have to evac that one. The point laser defense is fantastic, and that RPG has been evac. They're losing one of those combat Chinooks here, so this is actually not going too well for Squaak.
Yeah,
Still has one of those up and running. The quad is being popped, though. He's going to gun down all of those missile defenders. But the dozer is crushing those RPGs. This is nuts.
The dozer has now been taken out by the RPGs, though, and this really hasn't paid off. One of the combat Chinooks is still alive, but there just weren't enough ranges. There's so many RPGs out from Hawky, and that's just zapping stuff down. If he can get the arms deal, that'll be great, but the quad's coming out now. Quick, take down the quad. Yes, it gets taken out. Wow. Squaak is going super well. He's going to destroy the arms here. If he can get that down, man, I think Hawky might be in a little bit of trouble.
Because it means that he will prevent the production of quads. A technical, though, may crush the missile defenders. His laser locking is probably not the best choice. Terrorist is on the way. That's going to be great against that. The flashbangs on the Ranger is killing these workers. This is actually fantastic play. But I don't think he can kill the arms dealer. I don't know if it's being repaired, but the terrorist will blow up those missile defenders. And Hawky has held the line, but at what cost was it worth it? Because now keep in mind, Squaak does have Rockvies on the way. Hawky has his 3rd supply though, so that may be the saving grace.
I think it might be too. So if he actually managed to destroy the arms dealer, that would have been huge, but he didn't manage to. Just too many RPGs. The point laser defense was great, but it wasn't quite enough to defend against the quads and the RPGs coming out from Hawky.
Yeah.
Hopefully it pays off. I'd like to see it. It's unfortunately didn't have more rangers. That's another technical getting taken out. That does manage to crush 1 ranger, but not evacing anything.
I think the real issue there was for Squaak was that the combat Chinook, it focused the RPG.
Yeah.
Like there was like 2 quads. One of them died instantly. The other one was just sitting there going strong because the combat Chinook just wasn't focusing it, because you can't like manually micro them, I don't think. You have to like position it nearby.
Yeah.
So had that 2nd quad died straight away, that could have gone a lot better for Squaak, because that 2nd quad almost killed that 1st combat Chinook, as we saw. So Hawky, now he has tunnels pretty much everywhere. Squaak has a nice army of Vs though. He may even just deny this tunnel, this supply here.
I think that would be very, very nice. Does, of course, have these spy drones out. He is ready to go and able to gun down those workers really, really fast. This is a fantastic transition into the Vs once the combat Chinooks had been taken out. Once you get in there, trying to destroy the arms dealer, he's put Hawky a little bit behind. Now he wants to move in with a big army of Vs and just punish Squaak. But that's a quad coming out from Hawky.
Dear. That's a nice counter attack there. It really goes to show the strength of the stealth tunnels because you don't know where they're coming from. We will lose one of those Chinooks. He does have his second one though up and mining, and there's just so many Rockvies coming out. His Rockvie aggression is nuts here. He's going to have to make sure he kites away from that tunnel, but I really don't like why he left that supply there and went to go harass the base. He really should have just killed that supply because he was a guaranteed harass.
Yeah, exactly. There was only one tunnel kind of nearby, and I think he can just take it out so easily, and that's a palace going down. That's a very, very forward palace from Hawky. It could be good against the Vs, but only if he gets it up in time. We'll have to see if it gets scouted.
Yeah, I like that because by having that forward palace, it's going to be incredibly hard to take down once it gets garrisoned full of those RPGs.
Oh, that's a terrorist drop, though. Terrorist drop does get gunned down just in time by Squaak, but he also lost all the missile defenders in one of his Vs, and one of his is taking splash damage from the tunnel. That is unfortunate. That was his full V.
That's the issue because you don't know where the tunnels are because you drive past them by accident and then you lose a Humvee. That's a huge blow because...
Look how low those Vs are as well.
Yeah, there's more coming into the way, but again, Hawky has the third supply, and the palace coming out soon as well. There will be the engage here, though. There's too many RPGs for these Humvees to handle, though. They're getting melted as the quads will force the retreat, but fortunately, these Humvees were there just in time, and now those two will stay alive. We've got a repair drone to get them back and running up to full health.
Yeah, it's good that he kept them alive. I'd really like to see Squaak move in and punish that third supply. He has to get in and do something because Hawky has been mining off 3 supplies for quite a while. We're going to have quite the economic advantage if Squaak lets this go any longer.
Yeah, the other issue as well is Squaak hasn't got his strat center. He's really delaying the strat center in favor of just a whole bunch of Rockvies, and you know he can't really harass because of the stealth tunnels. So that kind of defeats the purpose of not going for the strat center. I really want to see him either take that out or get that search and destroy, but now the palace has finished, and it's going to be incredibly hard for Squaak to actually take down. He's going to need Avengers to zap down the missiles with the point laser defense.
Yeah, it's going to start being garrisoned now. Only one RPG troop in it so far, but he needs to get that to that palace ASAP.
Yeah, I think Squaak was really going for the arms dealer. Because if he killed that...
That would have been the big thing. Massive quad RPG pop though coming out now. That's 2 Vs destroyed. 2 Vs destroyed. That's a nice evac though from Squaak. Hawky is taking a lot of damage. That's some quite nice quad micro. 3 quads got taken out. The pop does come out again, but the quads were focusing. One of the repair drones takes out another V and maybe the pilot as well.
Yep, that Vet 2 pilot has survived, but can he kill the tunnel? Even if he does, there's still another tunnel nearby, but it may buy him the chance to actually take out the supply. Tech Terror took out the power here, and so there's no spy drones.
Spy drones yet. Does get the crush down, and the tunnel has now been revealed, and that's a buggy coming out now from Hawky. Hawky has just teched up pretty fast. One of the terrorists gets taken out, so the barracks isn't down yet, but that buggy is going to just rip through those Humvees, search and destroy. So we finally got the strat center down. Jarman Kel, what you doing there, buddy?
He's sniping down a Rockvie. That's what he's doing. He may lose it though. There is, I think, no spy drone, so he can't actually kill that. But I really want to see Squaak take out this supply. But Buggy's in the back line. That's going to take down one of those Humvees, and so I think we're going to need to see Squaak get some airfield. And keep in mind, he's Air Force General. His Raptors are going to be stronger. His Comanches are going to be stronger. So he could actually do quite well in this this Air Force Rockvie versus Quad Buggy battle here.
Look, that's another V taken out, and then Jarman has free range to snipe the other V.
Yep, going for power. Squaak actually is on low power mode for now, so Squaak hasn't really been able to kill the supply. He has actually taken down the mining and the tunnels as well, but it will give Hawky a free Rockvie. That's not really a huge deal. But look, the palace is up there and running. There's no fourth supply, fortunately, yet for Hawky. Likewise, the oil derricks haven't been capped. At
this point, I mean, like, Hawky's just consolidating his forces. He's ready to go. He's popping some into the tunnels. He's healing up. And he's on 3 supplies, which is considerably more than Squaak. Squaak's just sitting in his base, building more Vs up. But at this point, the buggies are just going to outrange the Humvees really, really hard.
But he just has so many of them.
Yeah.
Like, I think Squaak could just muscle his way and kill these bases.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, I mean, what does Hawky have? He has like a handful of buggies and quads and RPGs. I really want to see Squaak get an airfield and just get like maybe 2 or 3 Comanches, and then you can just take down the buggies, especially because of the fact that they're stealth Comanches since they're Air Force General that you can harass very well. Nice defense though from Squaak. But at the same time, the harassment from Hawky is nice because it means it's constantly containing Squaak in his base. He can't push out, because if he does, he may lose his base, and this technical may actually go for the Strat Center.
I think it's actually managed to sneak through. What a great diversion! 3 terrace off. There goes your Strat Center. He pulled the Vs off the fence by sending that 1 quad in and allowed him to sneak the technical through.
Oh, the Palace
has only got 1 RPG troop in it. Muscle your way through, Squaak. Go, 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 go,
yeah,
go!
You can kill it easy. Still, look at that. Look at the damage is nuts. Unfortunately, not being a full garrison, but Hawky's actually coming to meet him with Humvees, Rockvies, and a Humvee of his own. That Palace is gone now. That's a fantastic victory there for Squaak, and I don't think he has any spy drones. That supply really should be next. You should always have at least 1 spy drone, because he's going to let him mine. If he killed the supply, then Squaak would be in a real great spot in this game. Well, actually lost his Strat Center as well, but looking quite strong here. I think killed some more power.
Yeah, another power got taken out there, and it's another buggy pop coming out from Hawky. Squaak really needs to start muscling his way through the defenses. I really like to see a spy drone like now. We've only got the Hellfire up, and Jarman, I think he popped back into the tunnel. I'm pretty sure he got away from that one. So did manage to snipe 1 V down. The garrison is still there, firing away, but yeah, he really needs to start pushing in. The buggies are popping out as well as Jarman, but the Humvees are going to move in range.
Even more reason to get the spy drones because of that Jarman killing 2 of the buggies by the looks of it. But if he can kill the tunnels, that is a huge victory there, because that's going to limit the map control without those tunnels there. The Jarman is still alive. Where are the spy drones?
Take out Jarman. He just stealthed again. We really need a spy drone. What's going on? Come on, Squaak.
So now Hawky's just getting more and more buggies. That's a nice evac. We'll take them out, but it's just so crucial once they're killing the 3rd supply and just giving it more vision. I mean, actually going for Tomahawks though, I gotta say Squawk's production is fantastic. Constant macro, not floating. He has a huge army, but I really would like to see some freaking spy drones.
Come on, the Jarman. He's just chilling there. He's gonna snipe down another V. There goes one more.
God.
They try and take him out. Oh my god. Oh, please, Squaak, please.
And so it's not like spy drones are expensive or anything.
So that's a nice flank as well, and the Tomahawk's going to manage to take out one of the quads. Take out that weak quad. Yes, gets taken out. And they're only Tau V Vs. They don't. So the quads are going quite well against the money exchange-wise. They start pushing in, but you know, spy drone, please.
Jarman is still there. Tomahawk's actually firing. He will kill the Jarman.
Thank
God, his own Humvees,
finally.
but I think he could have lost 4 less Humvees had he not gone the spy drone. Even now, the supply is there, but he's just not killing it.
And that's a spy drone, isn't it?
Because there's a spy drone.
There is one now.
He gets the spy drone as he moves away from the supply. So I think Squaak is kind of throwing this game, because had he just killed that 3rd supply like originally back like ages ago, that would have just given Hawky, you know, on even grounds when it comes to the production. Hawky wants more tunnels, but I think if Squaak can deny these tunnels, he'll look pretty strong, because Hawky really needs these tunnels. But getting the all jokes, a nice move from Hawky.
Yeah, very nice cap. Good to see, because that all has been uncontested thus far definitely from Squaak. So Hawky getting a nice pick up there, just increasing his income just a little bit more. I don't know whether we've got any black markets down yet. Probably just got 1 or 2, I'd say.
Getting his first one now, and now it's going to be a matter of time, because like GLA Stealth can camp pretty well, get to the late game, but how can he deal with this many Humvees? Not all of them are full of Rockvies, but most of them are. That's a very scary army with a Chinook coming down. There are a couple of the point laser defense. There are a couple of buggies. But yeah, look, it's going to be hard to deal with them without any air force.
Yeah, so he's just going to move in some missile defenders to try and force off the buggies. And Squawk's just trying to muscle his way through the base, and it's working too. He's taking down those workers, going to take down that supply as well, I would say. But the quads at the same time are focusing.
Yeah, so nice terror techs here from Hawky.
They've been really solid.
I think Squawk may be out of dozers by the looks of it. That's a bit of a blow, not having any command centers or anything.
He might lose just on that if he doesn't have any dozers. We'll have to see how he goes, but he's got a massive army in Hawky's base. He's doing fantastically.
Yeah, how can Hawky deal with this? See, the does have the palace full of those RPGs. I guess Squawk can just use the point laser defense to kind of mitigate that. But these buggies...
Double buggy ammo.
Yeah, they're ripping through the Humvees. He really needs someone to deal with that. Or just kill the tunnels. I mean, there's actually a couple of black markets because he's just slowly losing his army. He's got a couple of RPGs to laser lock. but there's only 5 Humvees left, and he started off with, I think it was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, definitely. They've just been sniping them down so effectively, and that tunnel is still alive there as well. So that's another tunnel network that will get taken down. Nice snipe from Hawky, taking out that last missile defender. So, I mean, we're just going to see another buggy pop. There goes one more of your Vs. There goes another one of your Vs. There's almost 2 of your Vs gone. He's in a bit of trouble. I
mean, at least if he moves the Chinook for point laser defense, like that would be fantastic. But now, you know, Hawky still has the Old Derrick and that middle supply, and the army of Squaak is just getting slowly withered away and is kind of decreasing in size. I mean, it's kind of throwing away quads now, and still these 3 buggies are just balling out pretty hardcore. I'm surprised they're not vetted yet. I guess they're not really killing many Humvees, sort of just like weakening them.
And Jarman's out now as well from Hawky. So you're gonna have, what's that? You have missile defenders? I would love me some missile defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missile defenders. Free bet for Jarman.
And guess what? There's no spy drones. I think he's also out of missile defenders on his Humvees.
I reckon so, yeah. He's only got those 3 Vs. Yeah, it's just too much range. Squaak hasn't been engaging.
A Pathfinder, though, is going to be nice, but the tunnel is actually focusing it down, so he's going to lose that one. And that palace there is doing a bit of damage, but the point laser defense is sort of mitigating some of that. But once the buggies move in, combined with the palace, he should be fine. A Jarman, though, will snipe down that fully heroic pilot. That's a bit of a blow, but now Hawky is on 4 supplies.
So Squaak obviously has a dozer, because it looks like he's got more buildings in his... No, maybe not, it's just his rangers. Yeah, this is not looking good at all for Squaak.
Yeah, I don't see how Squaak can come back. He lost all of his Humvees. He has no Inca. He's out of supplies. This is going to be game over. And Squaak calling the GG. Yeah, look, I think Squaak could have definitely had that game.
I think so, definitely in the early.
I liked that starter. I mean, it looks like he kind of flopped, but like... The thing is, Squaak, he wasn't relying on that. Behind that, he was actually getting his war factory, churning out Humvees, and, you know, he revealed the workers. He killed the workers, and then he just drove away and just left the 3rd supply stay there. That would have been huge for Hawky if he lost that middle supply, and if Squaak was more focused on trying to deny those middle of the map tunnels rather than trying to harass the base. I guess it was a little bit greedy, but I mean, if he killed the arm seal, it would have been game over for Hawky.
Yeah.
But the safer bet would have definitely been to just kill the supply, clean out the tunnels, and then once you get, you know, Tomahawk, search and destroy, you know, a GLA Stealth with no map control, with no tunnels, he can't push you out of the map.
Yeah, he just lost so many units to small extended engagements because the buggies were there. The buggies were just sniping down these for free. Jarman sniping all day because there was no spy drones out. He had nowhere to reveal the Jarman. So Jarman snipes a V, snipes another V. You would think Squaak would actually back off, but he's just trying to stick around. Doesn't have any drones. Couldn't take out that 3rd supply, and that's what really won Hawky the game. Was he had 3 supplies going for most of the time.
Yeah, and like Squaak, you know, he didn't even need an airfield. All he needed was either airfield or freaking Avengers.
Yeah.
Like 2 Avengers. The buggies aren't getting through. The buggies have nothing on 2 Avengers.
Yeah, that would have been game.
So I think Squaak going for pure rock Vs, not the best choice. He is, again, a CCG player, so he may not be very familiar with Avengers. Likewise, like for example, Todd Extinction, when he plays trying to tank, he builds MiGs instead of helixes, and it's like, why don't you build helixes? And he's like, oh, I forget that helixes exist. It's like, So yeah, Squaak unfortunately playing it very well, but really not having some good decision making. But Hawky, you know, had some nice defense as well and played that pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I think he played a good game.
So until
nice terror attacking. That was really
that was good.
fantastic.
That's
that was
great.
really constant as well. It's nice to see when a GLA actually goes for that and balls out and is constantly terror attacking. Doesn't just go, you know, your token 1 at the start because you're GLA and you gotta destroy a building with a tech terror, and then he just keeps going. He just destroys powers, destroys the strat center, destroys barracks. It's just anything he lays hands on, he just destroys.
Well, I just realized something that game. For whatever reason, the Chinese power plants seem to have a lot more health than the USA ones. China power plants take 2 terrorists and like probably 5 seconds of the technical actually gunning it down to kill it. The USA one, like one terrorist does like 2/3 of the health.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Yeah, it seems weird.
I mean,
I didn't know that
because I don't think because USA ones probably give more power when you upgrade them.
Yeah,
maybe that's kind of the downside. But anyway, the pointless fact, but I didn't know that until then. When I saw it, and I was like, hang on a minute. Anyway,
Seems
so
weird.
until next time, game number 2 rather. So yeah, we're Generals Gentlemen.
We are the General Gentlemen.
Yeah, we are indeed.